Hello, 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 and welcome to our Lithia Superstore game of the week right here on TableRockSports.net. My name is Chris Phillips. Jonathan McCreary to my left, behind the camera. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Second half of our doubleheader, the Sutherlin boys took care of business in the first half. They looked fantastic in their 19-point victory over the St. Mary's Crusaders boys. Going to be tough sledding for the girls as well. Sutherlin girls come in, 12-1 on the season, so they are looking excellent. St. Mary's, on the other hand, kind of the exact mirror opposite, just 1-11. But it's a very, very young St. Mary's team, so there's plenty of room to grow. 2 minutes until starting lineups and tip-off. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you to some of our fantastic sponsors, and we'll be back with the great game right after this.
Let's go!
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. And the program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other.
Welcome back. Time now for starting lineups for the Bulldogs tonight. It will be number 2, the freshman, Micah Wicks. Number 10 is Kirsten Haynes, 5'6" senior. Number 11 is Paige Bailey, a 5'8" junior. Abigail Masterfield is a 5'7" senior. And Amy Dickover is a 6'1" junior. Crusaders will start things off, of course, with number 4, Olivia Lippert. Kaylee Connor, junior. Zoe Young, also a junior. Riker Rothfuss is a sophomore. And Abby Chrisman will man the low post to start things off. Head coach for Sutherlin is Josh Grotting, and Kim Solden, of course, for the Crusaders.
When I heard you mention youth to start us off, I got a chance to see these girls play in the Cascade Christian tournament, and just seeing the growth as the tournament went on was pretty impressive, especially with Lippert and Rothfuss. They certainly have some potential here going forward.
Rothfuss missed the early games that we saw up at Hidden Valley for them, but she was there for the Cascade Christian tournament. Played a lot of minutes. Definitely made a difference. All right. Going to be a tough tip for Abby Christman against the 6'1" Dickover.
A little bit of a size difference.
Yeah.
See the smile on her face.
Yeah. And the Bulldogs come away with the tip. Ball movement around the court. Drains a three to start things off.
And right off the bat.
Kirsten Haynes for Sutherlin gets them on the board early. Rothfuss drives. Connor from the corner. Rattles out. Dickover with the rebound. Another three for Kirsten Haynes. Couldn't ask for a much better start for Sutherlin.
And just like this boys team just showed, just shooting the lights out already.
Yeah, very impressive win for the Sutherlin boys in the first game of this doubleheader. I was just saying, it was 15-12 St. Mary's with about 2.5 minutes left before the half. Haynes with the heat check, no. And Sutherlin closed to an almost 20-point win. Dickover finishes 8-0. We'll get a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them back after this.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost.
Welcome back. 8-0 lead for the Bulldogs. A pair of threes for Kirsten Haynes. Connor from the corner, short. Christman, put back, no. Gets her own rebound. Lippert, long two, no. And Dickover finally in position. Takes control of the rebound. Wicks up front. Haynes pulls it back. Yeah, they're going to get Wicks on the walk. They've been doing that all night. They were ticky-tacky with that in the boys' game as well. They called it all night.
Yeah, I was sitting in the crowd, had a guy next to me talk about the history between the head official and head coach for St. Mary's boys.
He got rung up pretty quick on attack in the first half, so he may not be completely unfounded.
Did see a bit of contact.
Rothfuss hands it off to Lippert, looking for some space, and there is not much to be found. Haynes right in her face. Finally gets it away to Rothfuss. Riker tries it underneath. Christman gets the roll for the first bucket of the Crusaders night.
And when you need a bucket, those easy ones definitely help get you back on track. Second chance points.
Lippert picks up Wicks at the three-point line. Dickover, left block, left hand, no good. Rothfuss guarded by Wicks. And they're going to get Haynes on a reach. First foul of the night for either side. Comes with 5:18 left in the first quarter. Give it back to Lippert on the inbound. Trying to work for some space.
Young trapped in the corner.
Saves it, but right to Haynes. Ahead to Wicks. Right hand off the glass. Puts the Bulldogs in double digits. Wicks, top of the key with the steal. Rothfuss trying to time it. Lagged a little too far behind and let the layup go through.
And these Sutherlin girls are one of the best 3A teams in the entire state.
And you're seeing why here. Wicks again. 5'5" freshman. Rothfuss not giving up. Nice job. Wicks very impressive so far. You would never peg her for just a freshman.
It seems like on every rebound, she's halfway down the court, just ready for it.
Right.
Good job running the floor today.
Waving off the shot. Travel on Haynes. Took an extra step to set her feet as she was turning around. Rothfuss switches sides, tries to feed the post, but two defenders fronting Carroll. Haynes, third three in the first 4 minutes of this game.
From the same spot up at the top of the key, that is.
And it is going to be tough to keep up with a squad that can shoot like this. Haynes having a great night with a big old knee brace on that right leg.
They got the call on the body bump.
Paige Rajagopal hits the floor.
St. Mary's likes to switch up Rothfuss and Lippert with main ball dues. This is earlier than I've usually seen Lippert head to the bench.
Good defense on the sideline. Wicks ahead. Dickover underneath. Olivia Dole checks in for the Crusaders as well. And this is Dole. She can shoot. She thought about it. Chrisman, Rajagopal from the free throw line gets the bounce.
Perfect baseline pass for two.
Paige Bailey, her first points of the night. Wicks almost came away with the steal there. Dole got it back. Rajagopal. Dole takes an extra dribble. Clean block. Crusader ball out of bounds.
From the corner. That one's just off.
And Dole can shoot from there, so no surprise to see her take a shot. And a collision in front of the St. Mary's bench. Paige Young. Looks like she comes away shaking her right arm.
Yeah, a bit of a slap across the wrist going for that ball.
Wicks pull up from the free throw line, super smooth.
And you don't see many players who can just pull up from mid-range anymore.
They're going to say, I believe Paige Rajagopal stepped on the baseline, so that's a quick turnover. Don't need to give a team like this easy possessions.
Yeah, they can certainly create their own shot.
Haynes from way downtown. Heat check for sure was just off.
That's the definition of a heat check.
Yeah. Love the confidence. Wicks. Back iron, no.
You have to be careful not to over-commit to those threes, but they can also score inside.
And Rajagopal hits from her spot.
She shot really well from outside in the Cascade Christian tournament.
Dole and Rajagopal off the bench. Young players who can both shoot. Dick over, really nice over the right shoulder. Dole, Christman just got loose with it underneath. Tried to find Mejia, who's checked in for the first time. Just under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. All Sutherlin specifically behind Kirsten Haynes. She's got 3 threes here in the first quarter. She had 3 threes in the first half of the first quarter. Abbott Salmon fighting underneath. Yep.
And if St. Mary's is
foul
going
on
to get back
Sutherlin.
into it,
Right.
Have to hope that she cools down eventually from deep.
Seconds. Rajagopal with the right hand. Carroll in the Connor in the corner. Get the set play on the inbound. Rajagopal thought about it. She'll go cross court. Connor controlled it. Mejia in the corner is doubled. This is going to be tough.
And has it stripped away. And they played that perfectly on defense. Waited for her to get it in the corner.
They're going to play for last shot. They get an easy shot underneath. Dick over, fouled by Rajagopal. She'll head to the line. It's not easy when Mejia, maybe 5'5", is cornered in the corner with Dick over at 6'1", and not going to be a lot of places to go with the ball at that point.
Yeah, a little difficult when they bring the trap. We'll see what happens after these free throws. About 2.7 seconds left to go here.
You may get a final heave. That's about it.
It'll likely take us to the second quarter.
Dick over hits them both. Rajagopal made a nice effort at it.
Definitely who you
she
want
actually
to shoot it.
Right, and she actually timed it correctly. Way too many people shoot that way too early. She
launch it.
Sat there, she looked at the clock, she waited until it was, and she took an extra dribble or two. End of the first quarter. We'll go ahead and stay here. Say thank you to some of our great sponsors in our live reads. Remember, Travel Medford and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission invite you to be part of the premier local sports event this year. Thursday, February 13th is the 6th annual Top 10 Sports Stories and Awards Banquet. Spend an evening celebrating great moments and athletes from the past year with proceeds benefiting the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. You can visit travelmedford.org to purchase your tickets to that fantastic event. You can also stay tuned at halftime. We'll have the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. You can join us there. And I can also tell you more about some of the great youth sports programs coming up in 2020. You can visit playmedford.com to learn more or to register your young superstar. Also, new sponsors here for the winter season, Schlesinger de Villeneuve Attorneys. They specialize in areas of personal injury, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, wrongful death, and other claims. They have offices in Salem, Eugene, Roseburg, Grants Pass, Medford, and Klamath Falls. Welcome back. Second quarter. Rajagopal heaves the three. No. All Sutherlin in that first quarter, of course, mainly behind the three-pointers of Kirsten Haynes. Riker Roth. No, that's Abbott Salmon. Got my blonde ponytails mixed up. Forces the tie-up underneath, but it will be Sutherlin ball.
And Sutherlin with a bit of a height advantage down low in this game.
Not by a little bit. 6'1", Amy Dickover, 5'9", Carmen Granger has checked in now. Haynes is on fire tonight. 4th 3 of the night for Kirsten Haynes. All Bulldogs right now with the football score.
And she is still shooting the lights out.
Dole short on the baseline. Mejia forces the turnover. Nice job.
First mistake I've seen from Dole.
Kick ball. That'll be St. Mary's out of bounds. Mejia to inbound. Set play. Wicks just too quick. Wicks and Haynes. You can see why this team is 12-1. I mean, Wicks and Haynes on the outside. Dickover down low. They've got pretty much all the bases covered.
And they can score from any position on the floor.
Yeah. 6:50 on the inbound.
And I think what goes unnoticed is just how good they are defensively.
She has absolutely no filter. That is her 5th 3 of the first 10 minutes of this game.
And I don't see an ounce of hesitation.
Exactly.
She knows she can shoot.
I mean, she took one from midway to mid-court. And apparently she can put the ball off the glass as well. A layup for Haynes. Keep it here once again. Let's run through some of our other great sponsors. Fans, you can stop into any of the 7 Siskiyou Cellular locations in Southern Oregon for a wide range of your wireless needs. For over 25 years, Siskiyou Cellular has been keeping customers connected to the people and things that matter most. Siskiyou Cellular is a presenting sponsor of Table Rock Sports. And also big news this year, Table Rock Sports has moved over to a premium YouTube channel. No more devices not being able to talk to each other. No more proprietary video players. Everybody's got YouTube. Everything plays it. Everyone knows how to use it. Head over to Table Rock Sports Premium YouTube channel. Give us a quick subscribe. We would certainly appreciate it. Or you can head to our SLITHIA SUPERSTORE Game Center, which is located on our Table Rock Sports homepage, and you can watch all the multiple streams. Anything live is going to be right there for you in a thumbnail. Go ahead and click on that. Brings it up full screen. You get all your YouTube goodies and watch it. Watch exactly the game you're looking for watching.
And all the games in one spot now. Very convenient. Got it
right
up and running during fall season. And I'd say that made a lot of improvements since then, too.
Oh, yeah. No, always working on it. It's just it was such a big change to move to a platform that it's going to be on every phone and every tablet. It's a no-brainer. Everyone knows how to use it. Just head on over to the YouTube channel of Table Rock Sports. Raja Gopal from the corner, no. I'm gonna get a foul on the floor, it looks like, maybe on Lippert.
Yeah, tried to come across late and got her with a little bit of a elbow. That might have saved the easy layup, at the very least.
Dole gets the hand in a face. Lippert brings it back to the middle. Page. Might have gotten a fingertip on that one. Dole fighting for it. It will stay here. Foul goes against Paige Bailey of the Bulldogs, and she'll take a seat. Mejia inside. Yeah, she'll head to the line.
And a good initial dribble to get up towards the rim. Had 2-3 players around her. Still able to work
through traffic. Yeah, absolutely.
5:44 left here in the second quarter.
Round and out for the second one. Wicks finally picked up by Lippert. Just feed the post. I mean, Wicks didn't even think about it. It hit her hands, and it was already headed over to Dickover.
And she knows how to use that height to her advantage.
Haynes bringing it up. Come on.
That's that number 6
That
now.
is her 6th three. And we have 5 minutes until halftime, 38-8.
And that is the defensive issue they pose.
Page will put it up and answer.
In a battle.
Haynes is just bombing at this point.
And there was no rim on that last one either.
Yeah. Tried to feed. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Tried to feed Dickover, the two smallest players on the court for the Crusaders. Shook it free.
And if you are St. Mary's, where do you put your defensive effort into? The post or?
I mean,
perimeter?
yeah. You can't. That's why they're 11-1. Granger gets her own rebound. Can't hit the putback. Talk about size. A 5'9" freshman will head to the line.
They're going to call it on the floor. They'll wave it up, perhaps.
So the foul will go against Mejia. We'll also get a timeout. We'll go ahead and take this one. We will be back right after this.
Rock Sports would like to thank you fans for watching tonight and for your great comments on our new YouTube-based SLITHIA Superstore Game Center. Located on the homepage of our website, you can watch multiple streams live or go full screen with your favorite team's game. One way to help us keep this great service going is by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just type Table Rock Sports in the search bar and click on the red subscribe button. You'll be entered to win prizes and get notices on local sporting events before they go live. You help us with a click, we'll help keep you in the game when you can't be there live, and you'll have a chance to win crispy, crunchy chicken and 2020 game tickets to an Oregon College event. Subscribe.
Welcome back. There you see the score. It is all Sutherlin Bulldogs behind 20 points for Kirsten Haynes, including 6 threes here in the first 12 minutes of the first half. And turnover. Dole might want to think about slowing this down. And it just gets loose. Yeah, okay, they're going to say it tipped off Sutherlin, so that will stay St. Mary's ball.
Thought she had the fast break opportunity, kind of ran into a crowd of Bulldogs.
Page.
And sometimes that's what it takes when the other team's shooting the lights out. You got to pull up from through yourself.
Got to answer back. We'll go ahead and stay here in the timeout. Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls are ready to help. You can learn more or schedule your complimentary implant consultation. 541-779-3781. Sharp vision, also important for your student athletes on the field and in the classroom. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon on Royal Avenue in Medford are here to help. Vision care for the entire family with state-of-the-art equipment and the optical boutique right next door for the right look. You can visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn more. Also, remember, you can always download that Table Rock Sports app on the Apple or Google Play stores. Have that TRS Play app right there on your phone. Make it that much easier to get to the games you're looking to get to. They're trying to double Dickover from the weak side, and she just goes right up and over.
And that might be the only way to stop her at
Yeah.
this point. Just has a near
It's
near
a shot,
foot on
right, yeah.
I'd say they're doing a decent job. Most of the scoring for the Bulldogs come from the outside as best they can.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you apparently can't miss from the outside like Haynes tonight, you might as well just keep throwing them up.
Again, 6 threes.
It's an incredible night.
I can imagine she'll try to add to that total as we go on.
Kirsten Haynes, not even to halftime yet.
Somehow stays in bounds.
All that with a heavy knee brace on that right leg. And she comes out of the pile with the ball again. Led her teammate just a little too much, but they managed to save it. Nice job to find a cutter down low. Can't finish. Dole brings it back down the right side. Yeah, that was a tough pass. Haynes caused the deflection there. Across the lane. Doesn't finish. Tough angle. Ahead to Christman. She'll chase it down. Tries to save it, but it'll stay at the St. Mary's end.
Yeah, and those kind of possessions leave you winded just going back and forth. No bucket.
And constantly changing direction. Oh, yep.
Squeaking of the shoes. We got a fast break opportunity.
Wicks tried to get it past Dole, but misses. Dick over there to clean it up.
And that breaks a cold streak by both teams. And Lippert misses the three to get the rebound.
It's just so stifling when you can almost range her from three. I mean, just assume the size is good, that you're only giving up one shot of possession. Because Dickover's going to get that rebound and bring it back the other way.
And it's tough. You got to plan for that second shot, too. Just have your hands up the entire
So
possession.
tough.
And they'll need a lot more of this.
Not to be left behind. Paige Rajagopal with her third three of the night. Has more than half of the Crusader points.
And I've noticed an increased defensive presence on the perimeter these last couple possessions. Kind of getting the hint. That mid-range shot is blocked away, and we'll have a tie-up.
So Sutherlin will keep the ball on the possession. Got a line shift for the Crusaders. Connor, Salmon, Rothfuss check back in to join Lippert and Rajagopal. Haynes. Yeah, she was bound to miss at some point. It was a good shot, too.
Although I wasn't counting on it.
Yeah, I wasn't banking on it being that one.
Under a minute left.
Or to stay tuned at halftime. We'll get it right before as we go into the second half. We'll have that Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report for you.
And I had to watch a three from the top of the key right here. They have numbers.
35 seconds until the half. Haynes, don't have to tell her twice. That one just missed. Granger, no. Dickover, no. But she will go to the line.
No those second and third chance opportunities.
Every time.
And St. Mary's does have a player that has that height, just she's a little younger.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, Dickover's obviously a very good player. These guards, Haynes and Wicks for Sutherlin, are the real deal. It's just a very young St. Mary's team. They're going to come into their own, but it's going to be a tough year.
These are the seeds being planted, so to say. But it does get a little difficult.
Yeah. I mean, not a single senior on the roster. Not a senior on the St. Mary's roster.
And typically that does show unless you're a transcendental kind of team.
Right.
Or a metro team.
Wicks. Oh, it's a great, great feed to a cutting Bailey. But she took an extra step before she could bring it under control.
I'll get one more shot at it.
Yep. 5 seconds. Oh, Salmon has it blocked. That'll do it. 47-17. All Bulldogs as we head to the half. Very, very impressive first half for Sutherlin. We'll be back with the second half in the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report after these words from our sponsors.
What is education? Is it desks in a line? Is it reading from a textbook? Or should it be something more?
St. Mary's is a really special place, and it's hard to understand that unless you visit, unless you spend time here.
And the kids here are just wonderful.
It makes teaching easy because they want to learn and they're very respectful.
They care about each other. They know how to collaborate and work together. They know how to figure out complex problems.
They respond to enthusiasm and they develop their own enthusiasm, which is something that I feed off as a teacher.
We care for them as a whole, as an individual. It's not just about my subject. We care about all parts of that student.
One of the benefits of our project-based learning program in the middle school is that students are able to take what they're learning and make something really creative and inventive and exciting, and they're also very invested in it because it's real to them.
The students really get involved and get to learn problem solving through a hands-on approach. Through our mod system, they can take an engineering class and see if it's for them, but then maybe realize that they want to do something a little more creative and then take some art classes and find out that architecture might be their thing.
This is education for the 21st century. Our programming is designed to teach people to think outside the box.
This year we have students from 11 different countries, plus all of our American students. So we're an international campus. Students learn from each other. Local students learn from students who come to go to school here. In the classrooms, they really add to what is happening, and that benefits the local students.
A great education is more than just what happens inside the classroom. It's what happens when students learn about competition, about teamwork, about how to win and how to lose. It's about learning how to become who they need to become. I think what's most important about this is that you know that kid sitting in front of you, you see them as an individual, and you understand that you can have an impact on their life and inspire them to find out something about themselves that they didn't know existed, and that they can leave this school and they can go off and do some great things with their lives, whatever that may be. I feel like we're doing something pretty special and spectacular at this place. It's so inspiring, not only for myself, these students, but for everybody who works here, for everybody who comes here. To be part of St. Mary's is something that is truly extraordinary.
Let's go!
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at Southern Oregon Sports.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you. The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from SLITHIA who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos. but not for you, little sister.
Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Hello, I'm Officer Mike Jackson, Medford Police Department School Resource Officer for South Medford High School, as well as 5 elementary schools nearby. With 5 resource officers working in partnership with Medford schools, safety is a top priority and essential to promoting a positive learning environment. SROs receive specialized training in how to communicate with students in a school setting and also teach classes to students, staff, and parents on important safety issues. I'm School Resource Officer Mike Jackson, working to ensure the safety of
Welcome back. Just about time. Let's put that graphic up. I only have one thing of a halftime. I only have one part of a halftime report, and that's 6 threes for Kirsten Haynes in the first half. She has single-handedly outscored the entire St. Mary's squad.
And if that's any indication, I can say that if we see her on the floor, it's going to keep on going.
Yeah.
How many did she make at halftimes?
I saw at least 3 or 4 more, including one that got knocked by another jumper that we both were watching that still went through.
I'm like, oh, this one might, never mind.
Yeah. Dole, Rajagopal, Rothfuss, Mejia, and Christman start things off for the Crusaders. Wicks, Haynes, Bailey, a dick over.
And Paige, the leading scorer for St. Mary. She's been trying to keep him into it with some of her own threes.
And Abigail Masterfield, number 12, your 5th on the floor for Sutherlin.
And she's also played well. She gets a steal and down the floor.
Wicks guarded by Rothfuss. Across to Bailey. Drives. Right hand, no. Dickover can't control it. Wicks keeps it inbounds.
Thought she might have stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, I did too.
Ooh, and a big block.
That'll be Sutherlin ball out of bounds. Wicks wide open. Back iron, no. Christman came down with it.
Nearly intercepted that one. Was a bit dangerous.
Riker Rothfuss resets top of the key. Raja Gopal, 3. That's her 4th tonight. Haynes not the only one that can hit from downtown. Paige Bailey for 3.
And they're trading three-point buckets at this point.
Raja Gopal has 12 of the Crusader 20. And the Sutherlin defense forces a turnover.
Seeing a lot of wicks in the fast break. Able to get her teammates involved.
You can tell that's really what she's looking to do. She does not have a quick trigger finger right now. Really looking to play true point guard and facilitate.
She can shoot too, but she knows her running mate Haynes can shoot even better from the outside.
You got Bailey as well, Dickover and Granger down low. That one too long. Bailey wide open. Dole almost came up with the turnover.
And a good defensive effort here on the near side.
Haynes just rattles out from the corner. Dickover with the 3rd chance, doesn't go. Lippert will take a baseline. Bailey going to force the jump ball from behind.
And even though they haven't scored a ton this half, I can see an increased kind of effort at least, energy for St. Mary's, especially on the defensive end.
Really seen it all season. Obviously 1-11. It's been a tough start, but they never give up. We've talked about how young they are. They know that this is a building season. Rothfuss fouled by Granger.
And learning from these kinds of games, a big part of that.
There's just nowhere to go inside. They get Dickover on the foul, but that's a rough assignment for Lippert. Try and drive into that.
Yeah, she drove in initially, ran into one wall, turned around, and ran into another.
Yeah.
And Lippert having a bit of a tough game here from the floor. She had a pretty good Cascade Christian tournament at the starting point spot.
That'll stay Sutherlin ball.
Always dangerous. Thought about it.
St. Mary's starting to pressure. And that's what happens. You leave open buckets on the backside. Carmen Granger.
And as tough a task as it is, you basically have to play man the entire rest of the game. And it's tough without the personnel to do so.
Numero 7.
Still on fire here in the second half.
They're all cracking up. And it's a team that knows this game's well in hand, is just having fun out there. The bench blows up every time she shoots. This is an excellent Sutherlin Bulldogs squad.
And they wrestle it away from
another turnover, yep.
They got another one from the corner.
And when you have the players in there to rebound and keep feeding her. Numero 8.
And all coach can do is put his arms up like, hey, that's...
And they're going to feed her. I mean, you can tell they're just having fun with it. Every rebound that comes down is going to get kicked out to number 10.
You almost have to exhale every time she pulls up from deep.
Yeah, they're just looking for reasons to get the ball to Kirsten.
And it'll be interesting to go back and watch the highlights tonight on the news, just seeing all those series. We got a guy here from Table Rock Sports.
8 threes and one other bucket, makes 26 on the night for Haynes.
We can dub this the Haynes game.
She has been a sight to see. They're just going to keep feeding her in the corner. Numero 9. Going to get a shot at one more before the end of the quarter. I mean, if that one dropped, what do you do? Kirsten Haynes, the story and the show tonight. 9 threes in 3 quarters for the Sutherlin Bulldogs. They lead at 63-21, tripling up the homestanding Crusaders. We'll be back.
Rock Sports would like to thank you fans for watching tonight and for your great comments on our new YouTube-based Lithia Superstore Game Center. Located on the homepage of our website, you can watch multiple streams live or go full screen with your favorite team's game. One way to help us keep this great service going is by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just type Table Rock Sports in the search bar and click on the red subscribe button. You'll be entered to win prizes and get notices on local sporting events before they go live. You help us with a click, we'll help keep you in the game when you can't be there live, and you'll have a chance to win crispy, crunchy chicken and 2020 game tickets to an Oregon College event. Subscribe.
Welcome back. There you see our score as we start the 4th quarter. It has been all Bulldogs. I'll give a quick shout out to www.newofficials.org. That's where you can go to learn how you can give back to the game. They gave so many of you so much. We always need new officials, a deep shortage in all sports at all levels, and we can't have these games without officials out there to police the action. So please do think about signing up at newofficials.org. Oh, little sneakiness by Lippert off of Dickover's back on the inbounds. And it'll stay St. Mary's ball.
Yeah, crafty play. I want to put a smile on my face.
Rothfuss, the pump fake isn't enough to get around the outstretched arm of Dickover. Bailey on the other end. Rothfuss will pick up full court. Nice pass. Haynes. Número 10.
Double-digit three-pointers now for Haynes.
I hope you are all still tuned in just to see the Kirsten Haynes show. 10 threes on the night. Foul on the floor. I believe that's going to go against Wicks. Yeah. She's been terrific. 5'5" freshman. Done a great job running the show. Quite the backcourt tandem.
And sending a message to the rest of the state that can't leave me open on the perimeter. Didn't see the call, but they'll call it this way.
Bulldog ball. Come on. Come on.
And all her 11 threes. I think that's the first 4-point chance. 11 three-pointers. Wow. Absolutely insane.
What a night for Kirsten Haynes. You're going to get the line shift. Oh, they're not going to allow him quite yet.
And I believe they're finally going to get that big swap.
Yeah. Haynes completes the 4-point play, and she will take a seat to a well-deserved ovation from her teammates and the Sutherlin fans. They could make the trip.
And you know what the crazy part about this is?
What a night.
They were working on that leg pregame. You can tell she's not 100%.
Not even close.
It just makes me think when she does get to 100%, it's dangerous.
Off the glass, no. Lippert with the rebound. And Wicks is one of those players that is just all over the floor. Rothfuss forces a turnover St. Mary's way. Can't finish on the under. And she'll pick up full court. Wicks just down the sideline. Ooh, dribbles it off her foot. So, turnover.
Active possession.
Rothfuss missed the first, got her own rebound and hit the putback.
And as tough as this is, these big losses turn into big wins later on as you get more and more experience.
Five and a half minutes left, just under. Rothfuss thought about it. Yeah, they're gonna get her for slide in the foot. Yeah, I'm with Mom there. Just take that shot, Riker. And she'll check back in. So Kirsten Haynes, just a quick breather. Gonna look to add to her record night. She's gonna just run directly to that corner and post up. And I got to shuffle the feet on the other side of the floor. I mean, every possession at this point is just about feeding her.
And if your teammate has 11 threes,
yeah, just, yeah.
And all of them have been good shots, too. Nothing forced.
Yeah, absolutely.
If she wanted to truly force it, she would have pulled up. But
yeah,
took
exactly.
a smart layup instead.
Yeah, she's ahead of the pace. Rothfuss, nice job cutting to the hoop. Possession arrow pointing Sutherland's way. Everybody.
I hear who has 10.
Everybody. By my count, that's 38. She got the 11 threes, the 2 other hoops, and then the 1 free throw to finish the 4-point play.
Just absolutely crazy at this level. 38
yeah.
points. And the opportunity, as you said,
plenty more
for a lot more.
Because that's going to be the whole game on that end of the floor.
About 3:41 left here in the game.
Probably starting to get a little tired. I got to think those legs might be losing just a little bit of that spring. Obviously, we've mentioned several times that gigantic knee brace there on her right leg. That can't help, but yeah.
And it took her a long time to start to get winded.
Yeah.
Probably much longer than St. Mary's would have liked.
And another turnover. She's going to get another shot. So she'll go in for the layup and not get the foul call.
And that will bring her up to the big 4-0.
Yeah, it gives her 40 by my count.
And as if there is any doubt for player of the game.
And it'd be Riker Rothfuss, I think, for St. Mary's. Although Paige Rajagopal has 3 or maybe 4 threes of her own, so yeah.
And Wicks has had a pretty good game, too.
Just a freshman. She's very impressive point guard. And Haynes will check out of the game probably for the last. Yeah, she pulled her jersey up out of her shorts. So she gets her curtain call. $40 by my count. I'll check. But at least the 11 threes and then the at least 7 more. So 40 by my count.
Just a great game all around.
Just, you see, not a speck of hesitation. I mean, she just launches.
You don't see that very often. Even after a miss, just doesn't affect her at all. She comes back down the floor, shoots it up.
Crusader ball, just over 2.5 left to play. Yeah, see, that's the problem with letting the ball roll quite that long. Shuffle the back foot, so turnover towards the Crusaders.
And she has the most height on the inside for St. Mary's. Big contact right here.
You have to be a little careful at this stage of a game that's pretty out of hand. Things don't just get messy for their own sake.
Just a little out of reach. No need to throw bodies around.
Yeah.
And
So I'll just get out of here in one piece.
I feel like winter season just started and we're already 12 games now under our belt.
Yeah, we're already into league season, which is shorter in basketball. There's a lot more preseason in basketball, so we're already into league play. Middle of February, all the seasons start winding down. You get the first couple rounds of playoffs, and then on home courts, and then you get the single-site tournaments.
Then we got spring sports here on Table Rock Sports.
My favorite. We were just talking about that. I'm a baseball nerd through and through and through. So that is my absolute favorite time of year.
And that's where I got my start. So it'll be 1 year around the clock.
Nice. Connor from the corner, short.
Finally cooled down from deep.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. Remember, we'll be right. Well, I will not be, but we as Table Rock Sports, Jonathan, I assume, will be here, as well as Jake, who joined me in the first game, will be here for a doubleheader Tuesday against South Umpqua. Same schedule, boys 5:30, girls 7 o'clock.
I'm looking forward to that one. Seems like every game just gain a little bit more familiarity, and
So it's nice having that consistency.
it's cool to see these players grow as the season goes along too. And they'll both come away with some tough losses. They'll both look to rebound next week.
Remember, St. Mary's all double headers this year. No split schedule. No boys game one night, girls game the other night. All double headers.
It's a little different from when I was playing too, because
The bigger schools still do some of the split squat, some of the split stuff, but the smaller schools almost exclusively at this point do the double headers. Talked with Jamie Young here and Dave Hurd over at Crater. Just, you only have to have the gym open one night. You only have to pay people to be here and run stuff and take one night for both games instead of having to be here for 2 nights.
and it makes a lot of sense.
Saves on travel. You only have to make one trip each way.
You don't have to worry about all the moving parts too.
Carroll over the Connor over the wastebasket, and that's exactly what we were talking about. With 20 seconds left in the game, that's hard to see for a starter for the St. Mary's squad. Bloody nose.
Kind of
I think it's a bloody. She started with a bloody nose, and they're trying to give her something to take care of that.
They missed the first technical free throw.
Lippert misses them both, but it will be St. Mary's ball.
And something similar happened, I think, last week when South was playing, I think, against Silverton. One of their starters broke her nose mid-game, wearing the mask now.
Snyder hits the final bucket of the game. And that will do it. 78-29, all Sutherlin Bulldogs, all Kirsten Haynes. 40 points, including 11 threes on the night. A career performance for Kirsten Haynes.
And the next time I'm on the mic, I'll try to see if I can get some records and stat keeping going. It's just amazing performance by Haynes today.
All right, once again, we have another doubleheader here Tuesday night. Please don't forget about that. Join us right here at TableRockSports.net. We'll see you then.